Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Aileen.
We're from Tourism Ireland, and for our next video blog, we're in Dalkey to look at some books.
Let's go.
Let's go. And today we're at the Exchange Bookshop in Dalkey, where Keith here has let us scour the shelves for some of the best books set in Ireland and about Ireland. Keith, do you want to head down back? Oh, cheers, Keith.
Well, Aileen and I have found a cosy little corner here at the back of the bookshop, and we've scoured the shelves for eight different books about Ireland and set in Ireland that would make an excellent gift for somebody who's coming here or somebody who just has an interest in the country. So Aileen, we're going to start off with you and photography.
Yes, picture books I'm doing.
Nice.
So I decided to find the ultimate hardback photography book on Ireland, and in fact they come in a set of 4.
That's a heavy old boy.
Excuse me.
Give me a hand with that. I'll take the...
Yeah, this is Scenic Ireland.
So you can see just the... There's 3 in the, so it's a 4, it's a
yes,
box.
and you can see the beads of sweat on David's forehead from the weight. This is meaty stuff here.
It's a proper gift.
Yes, this is Chris Hill, the landscape photographer, who drove around Ireland with his friend Colin, who does the captions here. So this is some beautiful shots of County Antrim.
Oof.
Couldn't have a book about Ireland without some sheep,
yes,
some bluebells. We also have the lovely Giant's Causeway here. I particularly like this angle from the top. I love the texture.
That is
and
impressive.
The colour and that.
Giant's Causeway built by a giant.
That's kind of the short version, David. But yes, it was built by a giant.
I like the basics.
Yeah, yeah, we like the basics. I'm sure that's what that says.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the Giant's Causeway again, looking all mythical and lovely. So definitely a great gift for somebody who loves their landscape.
Chris Hill, Scenic Ireland. Cheers, Aileen. I'm going to hand that back to you, if you can manage it.
Yeah, just about.
So, from the Giant's Causeway, we're going to stick with the sea, Giant's Causeway being on the Antrim coast, and we're going to go with Star of the Sea by Joseph O'Connor. Have you read this one?
No.
Very quickly, wonderful book, set on a famine ship during a particularly difficult time in Ireland's history, the Irish famine. So a lot of Irish fleeing the country to America on these ships, looking for a better life. Unfortunately, there's a murder on board this particular ship.
Of course there is.
Always twists and turns in these books. But it's a wonderful, it's not just about the murder, it's about lives of people who lived during the famine, but it's an amazing read, just incredibly entertaining from start to finish, and it's the narrative is told through about 5 different characters, and that all intertwines. So I'll leave the rest to you, but a fantastic read. Star of the Sea. So from that on to sport.
Indeed, our Gaelic games.
Ah, yes.
Which is
Pride of the country.
Football and the hurling. This is a little book called The Season of Sundays by the sportsfile photographers, and they have captured some of the cutest little details in this kind of sense of community and sense of kind of ferocity and foul play that also goes on in our games.
All's fair in love and Gaelic games.
Exactly, David. We also have the agony and the ecstasy, the throw your head to the grass after the final whistle.
Passionate old sport is our
yes, and all the the excitement.
The exuberant fans, yeah.
Yeah, the fans are a huge part. I have a particularly good one. I know the photographers seek these guys out as well, if not buy them pints.
That's just typical makeup for your Irish boys.
Yeah, this just gives you an idea
daily
of the type of... Where's yours, David?
I don't have it on today. It's a down day for me, yeah. But they're fantastic photographs. But you said Sportsfile, you're a photographer yourself. Sportsfile are serious professionals.
They're the best in Ireland, and they really have an eye for the type of detail and great shots that make such a great book.
Well,
and a great account of the sport.
Absolutely, and why not? And a great choice for any sports fans.
Indeed.
So, from sport, seamlessly on to poetry.
Yes.
And this is the newest book by Seamus Heaney, his new collection called Human Chain. Now, Seamus Heaney is like a superhero of Irish poetry. He's the most famous modern Irish poet. You know, I don't think you can argue that really. He's a Nobel Poet Laureate, won that in 1995, and he's still writing sensational poetry. This is kind of like, based on emotional reminiscence. Sounds a bit heavy, but it's just so personal, it's so sweet, and it's very much a man opening his heart on a page. And it's not too highbrow, so don't worry about it. It's just the simple joy of reading poems, and it's actually a lovely book even on its own.
Yeah.
You can see there it looks really nice. So a wonderful present for anybody and a great dinner party conversation starter.
So we're all about the dinner party.
We are all about the dinner party.
Okay, well actually, now that you say dinner, I have the Avoca cookbook here. Now the Avoca is a bit of an institution here, the Avoca hand weavers. They have the most delicious cafes, and this is just a selection of some of their recipes. Actually, though, very simple. Do not be put off. It doesn't matter if you burn toast.
Guilty.
I do. You really can handle the soups and salads in here. They really are exactly as you hope they turn out. A really, really great introduction to Irish food and flavours.
Looks great. The pictures look great as well. So, and then we're going to move on. A bit of comedy. The Irish love a good laugh. And Roddy Doyle. Yeah, you're a fan of Roddy Doyle as well.
Absolutely. You'd know him, by the way, from the film The Commitments as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think
it's based on his book.
A wonderful film and a wonderful book. This is The Van. This is the third in the Barrytown trilogy, which are 3 books written by Roddy Doyle. And this centres around Jimmy Rabbit, who has lost his job. His friend Bimbo has lost his job. They both have families to support. So they decide to go on the hilarious journey of renovating a van to make it into a chipper. And a chipper in Ireland, do you want to explain that?
It's a van that sells chips, David.
Yeah, they sell French fries, basically, fast food. And it's absolutely hilarious. It's one of those ones, if you read it on the bus, prepare to laugh out loud.
Yeah.
It's all written in the Dublin vernacular, so it might take a couple of pages to get into it, but it is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the happiest and most heartfelt books I've ever read. Sensational.
Brilliant.
Must recommend that one. So, finally for you, Aileen.
My last one is for the kiddies.
Why not? Kids love books too.
Yeah, it's again beautiful pictures, but it's
stunning,
a really accessible way of learning about some of Ireland's myths and legends. It's pop-up as well.
Ooh, nice.
I love pop-up, and we actually have the story of your giants and their causeway.
Ah, the earlier mentioned Giant's Causeway.
Yes, so you can read up on that, and my favourite would be The Children of Lear.
Whoa.
Look, pop-up.
My word.
Practically a video game.
That is
really
impressive.
So that's The Children of Lear. As I said,
great.
beautifully illustrated and a lovely introduction for any of the children to Ireland's myths and legends.
Perfect to tuck your kids into.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Okay, now from something a little bit weightier, both literally and metaphorically, Ulysses by James Joyce. This is probably the greatest Irish novel of all time.
Yes.
Have you read this one?
I haven't, David, and why do you keep saying that?
Well, I don't blame you. It's a lot to get into, and it's not your typical, you can see there from the size of it, it's not your typical holiday by the pool read. But the fact is that what you give to Ulysses, you get as well. It's a stunning read. It's a stream of consciousness writing. So Leopold Bloom, our character, goes about his day in Dublin, and it's just one day, and we hear everything that happens to the very fine detail. But a stunning book, and perfect for if you've got a bit of time over holidays, just to relax and curl up by the fire maybe, and really, really delve into one of the greatest books probably of all time.
Okay, so if you didn't have quite so many months for your holiday though, is there
yes.
anything a little easier to get to crack into Joyce?
I would say Dubliners.
Okay.
Yeah, you had read Dubliners, hadn't you? Yeah, you know, it's a series of short stories all based in Dublin, Joyce's native city, and it's just about the people of Dublin, but it's just, they are fascinating in themselves and what they get up to, and the stories themselves are very different.
Yeah.
But all kind of linked by this kind of heart and romance, typical kind of Joycean romance, but fantastic books. There you go, after 8 books, I think that's it, Aileen?
Yep, that's all from us in the Exchange Bookshop in Dalkey. Happy reading!